Emily had always been fascinated by old mirrors. She loved the intricate designs and the way they seemed to hold stories of the past within their frames. So, when she found an antique mirror at a flea market, she couldn't resist buying it. The mirror was tall and ornate, with a heavy wooden frame carved with delicate floral patterns. It had a slightly tarnished glass, giving it an eerie, timeless quality. Emily placed it in her bedroom, admiring how it added a touch of vintage charm to the space. That night, as she was getting ready for bed, Emily caught a glimpse of something strange in the mirror. She saw a shadowy figure standing behind her. She spun around, but there was no one there. She chalked it up to her imagination and went to sleep. Over the next few days, Emily couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. She often saw fleeting movements in the mirror, always just at the edge of her vision. One night, she woke up in a cold sweat, feeling a presence in the room. She looked at the mirror and saw the shadowy figure again, but this time, it was clearer. The figure was tall and gaunt, with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. It seemed to be reaching out towards her. Emily was paralyzed with fear, unable to look away. The figure stepped closer, its hand almost touching the glass. Then, with a sudden jolt, it disappeared. Desperate for answers, Emily researched the mirror's origins. She discovered that it had once belonged to a wealthy family who had suffered a series of tragic events. The last owner, a woman named Margaret, had gone mad and was found dead in front of the mirror. Rumors claimed that Margaret had been obsessed with the mirror, believing it was a portal to another world. Emily tried to get rid of the mirror, but every time she moved it out of her room, it would mysteriously reappear. The shadowy figure became more aggressive, appearing more frequently and even whispering her name in the dead of night. One evening, as she was brushing her hair, Emily felt a cold hand on her shoulder. She looked into the mirror and saw the figure standing right behind her, its eyes filled with malevolence. She screamed and ran out of the room, but the figure followed her reflection wherever she went. In a panic, Emily smashed the mirror with a heavy object, hoping to break the curse. The glass shattered, and for a moment, she felt relief. But then, she heard a sinister laugh echoing through the room. The shattered pieces of the mirror began to move, forming a swirling vortex. Emily was pulled towards the vortex, unable to escape its grasp. The last thing she saw was the shadowy figure's twisted grin as she was sucked into the mirror, disappearing into the darkness. The next morning, Emily's friends found her bedroom empty, with no trace of her anywhere. The broken mirror lay on the floor, its shards reflecting the empty room. From that day on, anyone who looked into the pieces of the mirror could see a faint reflection of Emily, trapped forever in the shadowy realm beyond the glass.